Let's go back in time, way back, to an age when our planet was ruled by a creature whose very name, millions of years later, still sparks this incredible mix of awe and, let's be honest, a little bit of terror. Just try to imagine it. A world where the ground literally trembles with every single footstep. The forests shake, and every other living thing just freezes in place, listening for the approach of a giant. This was Earth during the late Cretaceous period. And the source of all that fear? Well, it had a name that fit perfectly. Tyrannosaurus rex, the tyrant lizard king. We're talking about an animal over 12 meters long, weighing a colossal 9 tons. It was, without a doubt, the monarch of ancient North America. But that begs the question, right? How did this one animal become the most feared predator, maybe ever? And how could something so incredibly dominant just disappear? To really get why the T-Rex reigned supreme, you have to look at the machine itself. This creature wasn't just big. It was a perfectly engineered predator, built from head to toe for one single purpose: complete and utter dominance. Let's start with the sheer weight of this thing. 9 tons. That's heavier than a modern elephant. Every step it took was backed by an unbelievable amount of raw, crushing power. And a huge chunk of that weight was all right here, in its head. The skull alone was 1.5 meters long. It was basically a massive, reinforced battering ram designed to deliver one single devastating blow. And inside that skull, that's where the real business was. The T-Rex had around 60 thick, serrated teeth, and get this, each one was about the size of a banana. But these weren't for slicing, they were designed for one thing: crushing bone. So, okay, you've got this enormous skull and dozens of banana-sized teeth. You have to wonder, what does all that add up to in terms of pure power? I mean, just how strong was its bite? The answer is pretty simple. It was the strongest bite of any land animal that has ever existed. Its jaws could clamp down with enough force to literally shatter the bones of its prey. This wasn't just a bite, it was total destruction. But it wasn't just about that killer bite. Its arsenal was way more advanced. Unlike a lot of other dinosaurs, its eyes faced forward, giving it binocular vision, which means excellent depth perception for hunting. Its long, muscular legs meant it could probably charge at speeds up to 20 kilometers per hour. And yep, even those famous little arms were packed with muscle, probably used to hold on to struggling prey. So we have this incredible killing machine, but what was life actually like for a T-Rex? I mean, how did it go from being a tiny, vulnerable hatchling to the undisputed king of its entire world? You know, one of the biggest debates that's followed T-Rex forever is this. Was it this noble hunter, running down its prey? Or was it more like a giant scavenger, just using its size to bully other predators and steal their meals? And what's so fascinating is, the evidence actually points both ways. Scientists have found fossils like Triceratops bones with healed T-Rex bite marks on them, which is clear proof that they attacked living animals who got away. But at the same time, its brain had a huge area for smell, perfect for sniffing out a dead carcass from miles away. So the conclusion today is that it didn't really have a preference. A true apex predator is an opportunist. If it was hungry, it hunted. If it smelled an easy meal, it took it. It did whatever it took to stay at the top of that food chain. And that climb to the top was just incredible. A T-Rex didn't start out as a giant. It hatched from an egg, probably small and maybe even covered in feathers. As a juvenile, it was quick and nimble, hunting small stuff. But then, in its teenage years, it went through this insane growth spurt, packing on weight every single day until it finally reached that terrifying adult size. But being the king didn't mean life was easy. We found T-Rex skulls with deep bite marks that perfectly match the teeth of other T-Rexes. It tells us they fought each other and fought violently, probably over territory, food, or the right to mate. For millions of years, Tyrannosaurus rex was the absolute ruler. It must have seemed unstoppable. But its reign wasn't going to be ended by another dinosaur. No, its end came from the stars. 66 million years ago, the Age of Dinosaurs came to a sudden, incredibly violent end. It was all because of a single, cataclysmic event that would change the course of life on Earth forever. A massive asteroid, about 10 kilometers wide, came screaming out of space and slammed into the planet, right near what is now Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. The impact was more powerful than a billion atomic bombs going off at once. The aftermath was, well, it was apocalyptic. The impact set off global firestorms, massive earthquakes, and tsunamis the size of mountains. A thick cloud of dust filled the atmosphere, blocking out the sun for years. The plants died, then the plant eaters starved, and the entire food chain just collapsed. In this new, dark world, not even the Tyrant King could survive. The biological reign of T-Rex was over. But in another sense, its story was really just beginning. Because in death it found a new and maybe even more lasting kind of immortality. For 66 million years, its bones lay silent, buried deep in the earth. That all changed in 1902, when a paleontologist named Barnum Brown found the first partial T-Rex skeleton. The world was immediately hooked. And since then, amazing discoveries like Sue, one of the most complete T-Rex fossils ever found, have turned it into a true global icon. Its legacy today is just immense. T-Rex inspires new generations of scientists. It's the main event at museums all over the world. Its roar echoes through our movies and our pop culture. It has become the ultimate symbol of Earth's ancient, wild, and incredibly powerful past. So, while its physical body might be long gone from this planet, its power is still here. It's this breathtaking reminder of a lost world and of the amazing forces of life and extinction that are always shaping our planet. And through our endless fascination, the Tyrant Lizard King still roars.